Hey, welcome into Cajun Red Zone. We're talking to defensive coordinator, Coach James Willis. Coach, first of all, kind of today's Friday. You got your first full pads practice in today, but tomorrow's going to be a big day for you guys, scrimmage. Talk a little bit about the progress from Monday, first day to here, and then what you're going to be looking for maybe looking at some of the younger guys tomorrow in that scrimmage.
First of all, coming into camp, we set a goal for our kids. Number one goal was to see how fast we get back to where you left off in the spring. So far, I think we've done that. I really do think right now we're at the same speed, mistake-free, error-free, and playing hard. And we're right. A lot of guys are right now, in the right places, making plays on balls, tackling pretty good. So right now, I think we're right now at that stage where we were when we left off in the spring. So we're pleased at that point. Coming into the scrimmage, what we're looking for is guys that can play in a game situation. Practice and game is different. So we want to see guys apply everything they've done in the media rooms and in drills and in practice and transfer that to a game type situation. So that's number one, and that's what we're looking for in the tour. Then also when we get going a little bit, see some of the younger guys, put them in situations, see how they can manage the game.
Obviously, Coach, that's what I was going to ask you next. Obviously, we know what Tavell and all those upperclassmen can do, but it's now taking a look at those younger guys, putting them in, as you said, stress situations, because it's not just about your athletic ability, it's about your mental toughness.
That's right, exactly. And again, and on that note, our first group, we still want to make sure they're game ready. So it won't be a deal where we've got to hurry up, get those guys out of there and work with the younger guys. We're going to make sure our ones and our first team are ready to go, because that's what's most important. We'll keep developing the younger guys, and guys will still make plays and keep stepping up, and you'll start finding your depth. We give those guys the opportunity to find themselves, but we have to make sure that our number one guys are ready to go game day.
Early on, Coach, just from my observation, you got a couple of names I'll throw out there for you that have been in the rotation and are impressing. Obviously, T.J. Posey, and then, of course, Tracy Walker. So those are two kids that obviously want to see how they stand up with those first and second units.
No doubt about it. Both of us have had a chance to get a head start a little bit. It's been in spring ball, and they understand what we're doing schematically. Now it's time to go out and execute it. Again, the game situation. So they are showing up every day, and anytime guys are showing up on film, they're telling you right now they're ready to play. So we'll put them in a situation now to see if they are indeed ready.
And then, of course, Posey right in the middle of that competition. You got at your linebacker position, with Trey Johnson, also in there as well. Grenier, those guys. So you're going to be looking for those guys. And what are you going to be looking, Coach, from specifically for those guys? Because I guess with the older guys, it's going to be as much leadership, but also just maybe not making as many mental mistakes.
That's right. Guys not making mental mistakes, and guys making plays. At the end of the day, you got to get playmakers on the field. At whatever position, we'll find a place for them, but we got to get our team full of playmakers. We'll teach them what to do. Right now, everybody pretty much knows what to do. Now they got to learn how to do it on a consistent basis.
And then, of course, I'm sure Coach Edwards, and we haven't spoken to him yet, but after Ringo, Hamilton, and White, you want to see who's going to be in the mix in that rotation between Douglas and Sherrod and Stevens and Briscoe and some of those guys.
No doubt. And again, it's depth. Anytime you have depth, that's a bonus. So competition makes us better. So I don't care if it's 2 deep, 3 deep, whatever it may be, but the better you are, the deeper you are, the better we'll be as a team.
And then obviously, Coach, y'all have a number of talented kids that y'all signed, and we can't mention them all, but I've seen. Been impressed with Ladarius Kidd and of course DeBoris Lee. Those two kids look like they're definitely going to help you sooner, if not later.
No doubt about it. And again, it's a process. Right now, it's not a race; it's a marathon. So we don't rush them, we don't push them, but we're going to push them to the limit to where we're going to find out what they can do and keep pushing to get better. But again, time is on our side. They're young, they're freshmen, they're going to make mistakes. Sometimes their bodies may not be ready to play right now, but we'll find out.
Coach, obviously the first thing is going to be to come out of that scrimmage healthy, and that's going to be your first priority always.
No doubt about it. That's where depth comes into play.
All right, Coach. We'll catch up with you next week, and hopefully get some more news on how that scrimmage went.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach, as always.